Yeah. Yeah. Addiction dragged them to the bottom. Yeah. Addiction dragged them to the bottom. Yeah. Woke up on the bathroom floor again, can't feel my face. Empty bottles lined up like a jury stating my case. Mama called, but I ain't answer, let it ring 16. Lost my kids, lost my job, lost everything in between. Seen a brother overdose and held him while he shook. Watched a sister sell her soul for one more hit, one more look. The streets don't care how hard you fell or how far you've gone, but somewhere underneath the wreckage, there's a soul holding on. These ain't just stories, these are people with a name and a face, fighting demons in the dark, still searching for their grace. This is dedicated to the ones who couldn't catch a break, and every soul still breathing, fighting hard for their own sake. The devil whisper one more time and they believe the lie, but something deep inside them scream tonight, I'm not ready to die. Yeah. Addiction dragged them to the bottom, had them on their knees. Recovery said get up now, fight through this disease. They lost their family, lost their friends, watch some lose their lives, but they believed in themselves and they chose to survive. Yeah. I see my homie's daughter asking where her daddy went. He's chasing highs in alleyways, can't even pay the rent. She draws his picture every night and tapes it to a wall. Still leaves the porch light on for him in case he ever calls. I sat inside the circle shaking 30 days clean. Told my story to some strangers, first time feeling seen. A room full of broken people putting pieces back in place. Every scar a testimony, every tear a badge of grace. These are mothers, these are fathers, these are daughters, these are sons. Not the addicts that the world forgot that someone's loved ones. They carry shame like iron chains, but still they found the door. Walked into the light of healing and refused to hit the floor. Some of them got kids at home who need them standing tall. Some got kids who won't pick up, won't take another call. Addiction drag them to the bottom, had them on their knees. Recovery said get up now, fight through this disease. They lost their family, lost their friends, watch some lose their lives, but they believed in themselves and they chose to survive. Yeah. This was for the man who hit rock bottom in the county jail. Wrote a letter to his family swearing this time he won't fail. For the woman in the shelter with the children by his side, who got clean and got her life back with nothing left but pride. For the teenager who started young and didn't know the cost. For the veteran self-medicating everything he lost. For the ones who went to treatment 5, 6, 7 times. Not a failure every time they fail, a worry every time they climb. Addiction doesn't see your color, doesn't care about your class. It'll strip you of your everything and move on way too fast. But recovery is real and it is waiting at the door for everyone who's tired and can't take it anymore. Addiction dragged them to the bottom, had them on their knees. Recovery said get up now, fight through this disease. They lost their family, lost their friends, watch some lose their lives, but they believed in themselves and they chose to survive. Now pour one out for every name engraved upon the stone. For the ones who fought so hard but had to fight it all alone. For the parents who got the call at 3 a.m. that night. For the children who still wonder why their parent lost the fight. But this is also for the ones who made it to the other side, who stood up in the storm and let recovery be their guide. Who showed up to those meetings broken, hollow, full of shame, and walked out with a purpose and reclaimed their own name. You turned your darkest chapter into someone else's light. You became the proof that people need to keep up with the fight. So if you're still out there suffering, know you are not alone. This song is yours, this fight is yours. It's time to come back home. This one's for the ones who didn't make it to today, and for the ones still fighting, finding strength to stay. Your kids are watching, world is watching. Don't you dare give up. You turned your poison into purpose, that's more than enough. Addiction dragged them to the bottom, had them on their knees. Recovery said get up now, fight through this disease. They lost their family, lost their friends, watch some lose their lives, but they believed in themselves themselves and they chose to survive. You are not your worst moment, you are not your shame. Every day you keep on fighting, that's how you reclaim your name. From the ashes you will rise. This fight is not in vain.